I say awkward, it's not very awkward. It looks very easy, doesn't it, from that angle? And he's certainly looking very fluent. Has a nice rhythm, just a little nudge here. Into the 11, nicely done. So it's going to be all about the 3 to the 8. Has to be careful here. He's been in this situation before. He's finished slightly straight on this one. So just draw back for the 5. Wow. Yeah, a little bit of emotion there. He knows he should have done better there. You cannot hit the near jaw on those. Yeah, that man sitting there, contemplating what might have been. On 3 occasions, he's missed key balls, and this man at the table, well, he's hardly missed at all, has he? And that shows you the scoreline of 4-1, and barring any glaring errors, it's looking like being 5-1. Finished just a little bit short, a little bit more angle on this than maybe he wanted. Anxious look there. He did just have enough angle to hold for the pink 12. Similar shot here, hold for the 10 or the 14. It's going to be the 14, I'm guessing. Just a nice little soft draw for the 10 into the side. And we should be looking at 5-1. That's kind of the story so far, isn't it? 5-1, 6 racks we've had. Now there is a timeout after every 6 racks scheduled. Don't have to take them. It's up to the players whether they want to or not. The table will have a quick clean, I think. Neither player wants to take a break. Was in here, this missed 1 ball. He knew the moment he missed it that he was in trouble. And it's a tough job having to sit there and watch your opponent run the balls that you know you should have ran yourself. So in control at 5-1. Jake McCartney, 2-2, has pulled one back against Ihor Liolin from the Ukraine. Jason Theron, 3-2 down to Jack Whelan. Now that's a good match out on table 7. If you fancy going and have a look at that. All free to watch, guys, on Kazoom.com. You can watch any of these matches, including this one, on Kazoom.com. It won't cost you anything. Now the first person on the hill today, Stephen Ellis, 6-0 up on Mexican Esau Jimenez. Some more great matches coming up for you a little bit later on today. I'm guessing our feature match, now this is just a guess, it might be Gareth Potts against Shivam Arora from India. Everyone knows Gareth Potts. Gareth was also in Thailand recently, did a little exhibition against a couple of youngsters. Well, if he has had a problem, you have to say it's been his break. And there is a saying in the pool world, if you're breaking well, then you should be winning the tournament. Well, he didn't break great, certainly in the final yesterday, Jin, but he ended up winning the tournament, took home a cheque for $10,000 and the lovely trophy. 6 went to the runner-up, Jake McCartney. And the winner of this tournament and the ladies tournament will take home $30,000 US for first prize. So a lot of money on offer here. Oh, and there's another miss. And that's kind of been the story of the match so far. He started so well. Both players started with a break and run. He had the chance for a reverse dish. Hooked himself, or left himself, a very awkward 8-ball. Ended up losing that one. Should have been 2-1 up, went 2-1 down. And hasn't recovered since. If you're watching on Facebook, guys, and you're having a few little issues with the stream, you have other options. The YouTube channel is running absolutely fine, I'm told, and also Kazoom.com. Pat Holtz now leads Jesus Gilagos 5-0, so the Scot is on a nice little run. Lovely fella, Pat Holtz, lives in Thailand, lives in a nice little seaside resort called Hua Hin. He drove 3 hours, or I think it's about 3 or 4 hours from Hua Hin to Pattaya to take part in the recent Liber Wing Cup. And this, well, he tried to scratch twice. Look at that. So the first real positional error, he was trying to open up the 2 and the 11. He's going to do that here. He's going to play a safety, play the 1 into the 2 or the 11. Same result, very nicely done. He's put the 11 safe on the side rail and opened up the 2 ball. So smart shot. He's not just a great potter, he's also very, very good tactically, good strategy. Very warm welcome to Cesar Toro as well. Oh, he's got that 11 ball out off that rail. Now, is this a safety or is he attacking here? Oh, it's just a safety. No need to take any risks, not with a 5-1 lead. and the table layout like this, he knows he needs one more chance, and I'm sure his opponent fears that very, very much. He's seen it happen in every single rack where he's made a mistake himself. After looking like he was going to win the racks, Kuhl has made a couple of mistakes, and that was nearly another one. It was a scratch in the side off the 8-ball, which is the start of the downfall. But a really nice shot there on the 12. Now he can play this 11 past the 8 or use the 8. Now has it blocked the pocket? In case you're new to Heyball, there's no deliberate fouls allowed. It's considered unsportsmanlike and it will cost you the rack. Seven in the side. Looks like the shot to me. Jin fancies it as well. Oh, that's beautifully played. Does have a slight problem with a 6-ball. There you see it doesn't pass. So he's going to have to play a short side positional shot somehow on that. Can he get there off the 4? No, he can't. Not this shot, I don't think. So maybe the plan, take the 2-ball, leave yourself a nice angle on the 4 to then play the cue ball short side to take the 6 into the same pocket as the 2. Imperative you leave yourself an angle here though on the 4. Well, has a different idea. Now, is he going to play this off of the 8, go rail first, play it off the 8, open up the pocket? Oh, he hasn't made it though. That was always going to be the problem, wasn't it? Was never sure where the 8-ball was going to go. It was a nice plan. Maybe could have played it slightly harder, is my only thought on that. Can still play short side on it though, but of course now has the problem of getting from the 6-ball to the 8. Well, that's just how good this guy really is. Give him a sniff of a chance and he takes it on. And another great clearance. There really was some great cue ball control there. Didn't always go exactly the way he planned it, but he ended up taking the rack and put himself on the hill. Stephen Ellis was on the hill. He's just won the 7th rack as well. It's a whitewash over Mexican Isao Jimenez. Stephen Ellis from Wales goes through to the next round by 7 racks to 0. Max Benko is now 5-0 up on Pranit Ramchandani. Pat Holtz still 5-0 up on Jesus Galagos. Roberto Bartol, great player as well, on the hill against Philip Bermanech, his fellow countryman. 6-1 he leads there. And Jack Whelan 4-2 up on Jason Theron from South Africa. And Jake McCartney, last night's losing finalist, is 3-2 up on Ukraine Ihor Lialin. Back to this one, breaking to stay in the match. Cool. Well, it's a chance. It's not an easy one. He has faltered from easier positions, to be honest. Now has a tricky 15 ball to contend with. A little cannon into the 8 here would be okay. No, didn't have to. And there you see, once again, it's a mistake. And I know the table looks pretty messy from here. This is what he does. Even when you're left with just 2 balls, all of a sudden you end up being second favourite. And that's going to be ball in hand for Jin. Now, I think he may well take the 2 and the 6 to start with. Has a slight problem of the 5 ball. So just has to work out a plan here. He has left himself a nice angle on this 2. Now can he and will he risk disturbing this 5 ball, or will he play it through and make the stripe? Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He'll run this 5 into the stripe. Hook Hercule on his final stripe, and he really is favourite to win not just the rack but the match as well. Well, that's I thought it was a mistake. I think he caught it a little bit thinner than he wanted to. Maybe thought for a second he wanted to leave that 5 ball over the pocket. Now it's gone a little bit awkward. Yeah, can't do much here. I don't think he's got an edge. He's going to have to play the 5 ball, I think. Wow, that was very risky, but worth it considering where the 8 ball is. He knew he was probably going to get back to the table if he left the 13 on. Now this is those strategic parts of the match where you've really got to get your thinking cap on, like that, for example. Clever little shot there. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Clever shot. Opening up his solid. Opening up the black, I beg your pardon. But also opening up the solid. Well, has he left a gap through to the potting angle of this, I wonder? You feel here could play the draw. I think he's got just enough angle to maybe get in behind that 3 ball. Yeah, smart shot again, but this is makeable into the side. So he's fighting to stay in this match. But these are those little situations that the man from China thrives on. He's got to watch the scratch here. Doesn't want to catch the second rail first. Well, he's played it very, very well. And once again, still a bit more pool to be played in this match. Roberto Bertol is on the hill 6-2 over Philip Bermanich. Jake McCartney 4-2 up. 6-1 up now is Hubert Lepotko against Bosjan Sadler. Roman Heyball is 6-0 up on Quintin Pongas, the older brother of Yannick Pongers. There's a clever shot, the one before from Jin, and he's got ball in hand. That's exactly what he needed. He's been trying and trying and trying. Now, this is a smart shot as well, just freeing the black up a little bit more. Now he's got some distance between the 8-ball and the 3. So the man from Slovenia. Really up against it now. 3 rails here. Yeah, it's too wide. He's got nowhere near it. Once again, it's ball in hand. It's a bad day at the office so far for Hercule. Yeah, you see that slide there off the second rail. That's the new cloth doing that. It's always the second rail, widens the angle. Well, this has gone wrong. By this young man's standards, well, not one of his best. Caught it much too thin, was looking for a fuller contact on the 8-ball. Yeah, the 8-ball didn't go. Clever shot though. He knew he'd be laying it right over the pocket, and the 3-ball is a problem. Now, can he get that 8-ball out the way? No, he can't. So it will be rack to Hercule. Reduces the deficit to 6 racks to 2. Elsewhere, we have another result for you. Pat Holtz has gone through against Mexican Jesus Galagos by 7 racks to 0. Also, Roberto Bartol, 7-2 over fellow countryman Philip Bermanich. Jake McCartney from Australia. The Aussie is having a good day, mate. He's 4-2 up. Hope he's feeling a little bit better from yesterday. And Jack Whelan has increased his lead over Jason Theron by 5 racks to 2. Very, very strategic game there. This was the shot that finally did it. Smart shot. Couldn't keep the 8-ball out. So Jin will have to wait. looking to make the 6 ball in the side, or the 9. Does make the 9. Puts down the break cue. And that was a pretty good break, struck them more or less perfectly. A referee from the EPBF, the European Pocket Billiards Federation, in conjunction with WPA. Off and running once again. You get the feeling if he does get the break sorted out, he could be going very, very deep in this one as well. Mario He and Albin Ocean both in action later on this evening as well in our 5:30 match local time. Both Austrians got through to the semi-finals yesterday. At one stage, both Austrians were ahead in their semi-finals, and it looked like maybe, just maybe, it was going to be an all-Austrian final. But this young man at the table, Jake McCartney, had other ideas. That's a lovely, delicate little shot he's played there to hold position through the gap. There he gives the referee the international symbol for clean the cue ball, please. Good afternoon to Peter, to Paco Pet Cow as well. Became a new dad not too long ago. Yes, I did meet you in Las Vegas, one of Sky Woodward's good friends. Good to have Tony Curitan with us as well, as we see the final solid go down to end a very, very solid performance from the reigning, newly crowned last night European Open champion. This 8 ball, in it goes, and it will be a 7-2 victory over Hercule, the local man from Slovenia. And we will be back, guys, with our next match for you in not too long in the future, 12:30 local time. We'll let you know who that is as soon as we know. I'm Mark White. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, you can still watch all those other games on gazoom.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next match. Ta-da.
Thanks. Mä huomasin itse, että pari asiaa olisi voinut mennä vähän smoothimmin, mutta ei se mitään. Ensi kerralla mitään virheitä. Ei ollut siis pari juttua oli siis. Siitä siis mun kokemus.
Sorry for disturbing you in your night.
I understand. I can answer by default.
Yes.
No.
Okay. I was not sure, so.
Yeah, thanks for Toivottavasti